reached out to you and like, brother, it's been 2 months and I'm down 31 pounds.
Oh, you know what? Like this is actually working.
You, man, and you're playing.
When's the last time you seen progress like this or results like this?
Never, man.
So the purpose of this call is kind of like documentation throughout the transformation, right? So, I mean, I guess you could just start off by introducing yourself, who you are, and then maybe kind of what got you into fitness, and then we'll take it from there.
Sounds good. So my name's Nick. What got me into, well, I'm 28 years old. What got me into fitness? I was always interested in it, and how I found you. Hmm. Personal relationships per se, like that's what I noticed firstly. But secondly, like just following along with like your Instagram. Like I know my brother ended up showing me your profile, and your weight loss transformation was crazy. And like I was always impressed, right? And as I mentioned in our first call back on February 22nd, like I saw what you would do, and I was like, why can't that be me? And I've tried a bunch of things, like dieting, going to the gym, and I just was never really disciplined with it. Like I was the type of person that if I burnt 2,000 calories in a day, like my Apple Watch told me I burnt 2,000 calories in a day, I was like, okay, well, I'm in a negative deficit right now. Like I've had negative 2,000 calories. So yeah, I can eat this like Wendy's burger and fries and stuff like that. And it would never really help. So I just think I found like I just eventually bit the bullet, and I was just like, you know what, reach out to somebody that's done it before, see what he can do for me. And so far, it's been a pleasant journey.
Yeah, heck yeah, man. I love to hear it. And it's hilarious how you mentioned that mindset. Be like, oh, if I burn 2,000, I could eat this. And I was
Yeah.
the same way. Like, if I went to go play a hockey game or whatever, you know how it
Yeah.
is. Be like, oh man, I just burned a bunch of calories. I'm getting triple cheeseburger with a milkshake.
Yeah, it was tough. And like it's funny because like I have these conversations with my dad all the time, and like I would think back to it where I'd be like, "Oh yeah, I burnt like 2,500 calories today." And then my dad would be like, "Well, don't go and eat that." And I'd still go and eat it. Like I go to Wendy's and get like a Baconator, a large fry, and maybe some chicken tenders on the side, thinking I'm all good. And then it's like, why am I still the same weight? Like, yeah, okay, I worked out, did a bunch of steps, played some football, so on and so forth, but I'm still the same weight. And then you've changed my mindset behind that. So
Yeah, heck yeah. And I want to say with that mindset is like, we started like middle, late February.
yeah,
What's
February 22nd.
February 22nd? What's
Yeah, I
our
remember it
progress so
because it was
far?
the Canada game, man. They lost to US in the morning, and like I was pretty upset about that. But at the same time, I was like, you know what, good for the US. And then I had the meeting with you a couple hours later.
Yeah, and that was like everything when everything switched, you could say.
Hmm. Hmm.
And with that, like it is May 1st today. What has our progress been so far, right?
Yes. So when I started, I was 267.8 as of May 1st this morning, which I think there's a little water weight in there. I'm 236.8. Yesterday, I was 236.5. Um, So I'm down, we'll say 31 pounds for easy math.
Hmm.
My body fat percentage has dropped from like 35 to I can't remember what it was this morning, but I'm pretty sure I'm at like 27.8 if I'm not mistaken. And then my BMI is still up there, but I know that was like a 30, 35, 36, and I'm down to just above 30. I think I'm like 30.9 on the BMI. So I'm almost in like what they consider healthy levels on the BMI.
Yeah,
So
that's crazy. And like the progress you've been making with a healthy beam, when's the last time you seen progress like this or results like this?
never, man. Like I told you in our original calls, and we still chat about it in our calls weekly. Like I would lose weight, but I've never lost weight to this like extent where it just stays off. Like I might drop 15 pounds by watching what I eat and going to the gym hard, and then I gain that 15 pounds plus five back the next month because I was undisciplined and such. So I'd say I've never really experienced something like this. And like I was messaging you earlier this week, like I was going to a Blue Jays game and I put on a pair of jeans that says 38 waist and they're still too big. And I'm like, weird. So I got the tape measure and weighed that out, and I'm at 36 waist. It's been a long time since I've been at a 36 waist.
Yeah, right. And I mean, I just checked it off as the goals inside the app, and I got a new one obviously coming up. But
Yep.
that 36 point, like that's like how many years, right?
I was gonna say, like, I remember being fairly fit and slim starting university. So that would have been 18. I'm 28 now. And like I told you on our call, like I started to gain a bunch of weight while I was in university, like Like I'd say first year wasn't that bad, but second year for me was when I started to gain a ton of weight. Instead of the freshman 15, I probably gained the freshman 30. But then what would happen was I'd burn it all off in the summer because I did like outdoor work, like landscaping, so interlock, lawn maintenance, so on and so forth.
Hmm.
So I'd burn that off pretty quickly because I was walking probably 30, 40,000 steps a day, just cutting people's lawns. And then once again, just the repeat process, go back to school the next year and like gain weight. So I would say it's probably like the last time, maybe 18 and maybe 21, because I remember seeing a couple pictures on my Instagram not that long ago before I changed things up of me in fourth year, and I looked pretty fit in those pictures too. So to be generous, I'd say probably 21, 22 was the last time I felt like this. So
Yeah. Damn. Okay. So yeah, quite a decent while. And
yeah.
with that, like the progress that we've been making is great, obviously. What do you think is like the biggest reason why you've been seeing the results you are seeing right now? Was there anything in particular that stood out to you, like when we started getting going week to week, right? That you're like, oh, you know what? Like this is actually working.
You man and your plan, like what I would say the biggest thing is, and it's like everybody like says it right, but like it's a matter if you listen or not. It's like working out, for example, is the easy part. Yeah, okay, there's gonna be some days like yesterday when I messaged you saying, hey, I'm exhausted, like can I just do my workout today, like coming up this afternoon instead. Working out's the easy part, diet's the hardest thing, and that's what I was struggling with. And I think now, like, you've changed my perspective on that. Like I know what to eat, and I told you this story. It was my girlfriend's birthday celebration last week, right? And like it was pretty much all junk food for the most part because it's a birthday celebration, so we had some like dumplings, some pizza, cake, a mixture of stuff. Brother, I didn't even have a piece of cake. And I limited myself to one slice of pizza, three dumplings, and I focused more on healthy carbs, which is the biryani rice.
Mm,
And that's, I think, been the most important part of this journey. And it's like I don't deal with cravings and stuff anymore. You know what I mean? Like I had that satiation when I had that piece of pizza. But at the same time, like, because I remember for like a month, I was telling you, like, oh man, I really want pizza. I really want pizza. And I hadn't had it. In all honesty, when I had that pizza last Saturday, I was like, it is what it is. Like, it wasn't that good. And I
yeah.
don't see myself like thinking about, oh, let's get McDonald's or let's have Wendy's or something like that anymore. And like, I change things when I eat out too, which I've never done before. Like, I love mayo. I love ketchup and stuff like that on burgers. But like, if I go out, like, cause you see my food daily, like if I go out for lunch, right, like with a colleague, like I don't put any of that on the burger. Like, what I'll do is just like a burger, piece of cheese, bacon, and I add an egg on there for extra protein. And what I do, because you've given me the trick, like I just drench stuff in hot sauce to give it give it extra flavor, or like mustard or something like that on the burger where there's low calories. And I've really changed my perspective about eating. Like I'd say that's been the most impressive part of this journey for me right now is I'm not eating crap food. And like I told you last week before we discussed having this call, like my pantry, man, like it's empty. Like it's empty. There's nothing in there. Like all my food now comes from the fridge.
Yeah. Yeah. Heck yeah. And you could say like that's like a complete 360 shift, right? Because I
Mhm.
remember like when we were talking last week, before, what was your pantry filled with, right?
Oh, garbage. It was- I remember when I lived in Waterdown for a year by myself, I'd have like a bag of the chewy Chips Ahoy cookies, maybe a bag of Oreos. If Walmart had a sale for like 3 for 10 on chips, I'd get like, I don't know, Doritos sweet chili heat, a bag of Mrs. Vicky's, and maybe like a bag of Lay's regular. And then, like, I find this comical now I think about it. I always get the light salt Lay's, not the regular one, just trying to make a difference. But I get the light salt Lay's. And then it was like stuff like pastas, which are like highly processed, or like a frozen pizza, so on and so forth. Like it was just straight garbage. And I found myself like making that all the time. And if I didn't make that, like I ate out. And so I'd be like, oh, I'll go into Popeyes or Wendy's or getting a sub. And I know subs aren't necessarily that bad for you. If you're mindful of what you put on it. But I was just like, yeah, I just ate garbage. So like I said, my pantry is pretty full of like junk. Not cereals and stuff like that, but like chips, cookies, pasta,
Yeah.
craft dinner. If I was craving craft dinner, I might make a grilled cheese for dinner and so on and so forth.
Yeah, I hear you. And like I feel like that's a big shift. Like the reason why people are set up to fail is like they just surround themselves with so much food noise and if you buy it, you're gonna end up eating it if it's in your pantry, right? It's just a matter
I
of
know.
time. So it's one
I
of
know,
those
and I was
things.
joking about it with my dad too, right? Because like my brother's coming down to visit this weekend, right? And like my dad goes, "Well, like tell him to bring snacks because he's like, I know your pantry has nothing in it." I'm like, oh yeah, he's gonna be mightily disappointed when he like maybe wants chips or something one night and opens up my pantry and there's just nothing in there because everything I eat comes from my fridge now. You know, like if he opens up my pantry, it's literally protein powder. The like the those cinnamon crisps I put in my yogurt bowls and
Yep.
stuff like that, and like Tupperware. Like there's nothing in there. Oh, and spices obviously for like seasoning foods, but yeah, there's like no snack food in there.
I love it. Absolutely dialed into a T. And I
Yeah,
think it reflects in your body weight and the progress that we've been making, right?
yeah.
And on top of like everything that you've been, saying, has there been anything that stands out about the program so far that you've really enjoyed as well?
I'd say your accountability. Like, because there's certain days where, like, like I'm feeling and it's like, you know what? Like, I kind of want this, and it's like that. Like you're always there, you know. Like it's like I just feel like you have a sixth sense of like what I'm thinking, and you'll send me a message about something like, oh yeah, good job on this. And I'm like, okay, I can't eat that, you know. But there might be something that I was thinking about. Oh, you know what? I might do pizza or something tonight, and then I get a message from you. Solid day of eating so far, man. It's like, okay, I can't let it down. And then like I joke with my girlfriend about when there's some times where I'm like, oh, maybe I like kind of want a cookie or something like that, you know. And she'll be like, oh, I'm going to tell Lewis. And I was just like, hey, never mind. I'm not having a cookie then. So I would say like your accountability has really like got me locked in and like I enjoy the workouts and the eating. And like for anybody that's thinking about doing this, like it's awesome because I remember I reached out to you about a question like 2 days ago about that burger that I had for lunch. And I said, hey, like normally I know these are 6 ounces but like this one felt smaller than normal like so but I logged it as a 6 ounce just to be safe, right? Because I
Mhm.
remember you telling me like if you're unsure log higher calories and the first thing you said to me is like, oh, send me a picture next time and I can guess, so that helps people with tracking their food. And that's another thing I actually want to touch on. Tracking food is like a game changer.
Yeah.
Never did that before, but now tracking food and like I did when I tried these like past things. Like I never signed up for anything with anybody, but I was trying to do it by myself. um but I'd do it for like a week straight and that's it, you know what I mean? And give up on it. And now it's just like second nature to me. It's just like, okay, I ate this, log it instantly. And the people I'm around, like they're all impressed with that. They're like, oh, that's pretty smart. And like I'm asking like waitresses questions if I'm out and be like, oh, by any chance, do you know how big that was? Like so I can log it, so on and so forth. And they're all helpful. So yeah, like I'd say tracking food is also I never realized it's important, and I think like when this program's done, like that's something I'm gonna stick to forever. So
Yeah. Yeah, for real. It's kind of like you're in the Matrix, like you're Neo. You see numbers when you look at food, right?
yeah. And like actually you'd be proud of me yesterday. So I was making like I had steak for dinner with my partner, right?
Mhm.
And like it was just because I was having flavor fatigue with the burritos I've been eating all the time, right? So I'm like, you know what? Let's change it up. Have steak tonight for dinner. So then next week, right? Like, because obviously, my brother's coming over this weekend. So next week I won't have flavor fatigue with the burritos again, right? Like I
Mhm.
can be locked back in with it. And like I wanted a dessert, right? And like I was mindful of like, so I had steak, roasted bell peppers, and then a baked potato with no fat sour cream. I found that,
Mhm.
and then fat free cheese as well.
Okay.
So, anyways, I was like, okay, let's look for the desserts. So I went to the dessert section just to find something, like maybe have a cookie, like a little sweet treat, something like that. And I was flipping over the labels and looking at the nutrition info, and I saw butter tarts, right? I was like, oh, these would be good. I haven't had a butter tart in forever. I looked at it, said 320 calories. I just flipped it and put it back on the shelf, and I was like, yeah, never mind.
Heck
So,
yeah. Heck yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I hear and their butter tarts are like pretty calorie dense, right?
Well,
It's
yeah, you got it because it's liquefied sugar for the most part, right?
yeah. Yeah.
So,
It's a
and
tough
I
one.
think that's why I like pecan pie so much. Like that's one of my like favorite pie. Probably my all-time favorite pie is pecan pie, but because it tastes so good, but all it is liquefied sugar.
Sure. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And maybe pecan pie. on a designated cheat day, right?
I already told you about the plan, brother. When I hit 220, I already said the following weekend I am going to Five Guys, and I will be putting mayo and ketchup and stuff on that burger and enjoying it because it's like, okay, I haven't been 220 in a long time.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. Maybe I'll sneak a piece of pecan pie in there.
Yeah, for
So
sure. Maybe they have a pecan pie milkshake by the time you get there.
who knows, man? Who knows? That's probably in about a month and a half. So they might
Yeah,
change some things up.
true, true. And also with that is anybody that's out there, or I should, before I ask that as well, I want to ask you because we are planning to see the transformation until August, right?
Mhm.
What is your end goal by August? And then also like long term, think about like another year from now. Think about another like 16 months from now and so on, 2 years. Like, where do you see yourself in the future?
So my goal for August, like I told you, I want to be 200 or roughly under 200 flat stomach, which I think we're well on the way with that.
Hmm.
I would say my goal afterwards is just to continue to build muscle, like I feel a lot healthier and I've actually like was telling myself this, so I'm picking up running. I set a date in my calendar. Actually, I think it's like May 11th, is I'm going to start running because like the weather should be nicer around Toronto here at that point. That I want to start running near the water. So I guess I can tell you like my goal next year, the following years, I want to run in the Toronto Marathon.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah,
Heck yeah, man.
I told myself that because like I've seen the signs up for it because like this year's takes place on Sunday, and so I was like, you know what, like if I take the year because I think I'm starting May 11th is when I want to start running.
Mm,
I want to partake in the Toronto Marathon. Like, I know I'm not going to be one of those dudes that does this on the regular and runs like a 2 hour and 30-minute marathon, right? But if I can get it done in like 5, 6 hours, like, I think that'd be a huge accomplishment. So I think it's just continuing to maintain healthy habits, like everything that I've learned from you so far,
mhm.
build muscle. And I want to take up running because I think that's something that I'd enjoy. And like, I'd feel very accomplished if in a year from now I can tell people, like, oh, yeah, I ran in a marathon. Like 2 years ago, I wouldn't have been able to do this, but now I did. So,
Yeah, it's crazy. I got goosebumps. You're telling me about it. See, my hair is kind of up, right? That is
thanks.
that is crazy. And if you think about it, is that mindset that you have running a marathon right now, right, as a goal. Say 2 years ago, right? Obviously, you couldn't run a marathon. Or the big thing is you wouldn't even think about that,
Mhm,
right? Like you wouldn't
mhm.
even think about running a marathon. You wouldn't even think about eating better choices, living a healthier lifestyle. And think
Yeah.
of and the dividends that these things that you're talking about now that's going to pay off for your long-term health as an individual. Like obviously the marathon is within a year, right? A year and a half. But think about a healthy individual in the next 10 years, 20
Mhm.
years, right? That has actually changed their life and is actually a different person. Because if you didn't take this path of fitness and health and taking it seriously, you could have very well went down the path of a lot of people that we know, not saying these bad people, but just not putting their health first, right?
Yeah.
Not working out, not watching what they eat, that sort of thing. And then, 20 years later, they're suffering all these health issues.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe I'd have ended up on my 600-pound life or something like that. I highly doubt I would have gotten that heavy, but I've seen some episodes. So,
Right. But that's what happens, right? When you just don't start to
yeah.
take it. And I could be the same thing, right? Me, like if you told me 3, 4 years ago I would have lost 130 pounds and, eat healthy and help people lose weight, I go, you're full of crap, man. Like,
Mhm.
where's my double cheeseburger? Let's go get the double cheeseburger. Let's go. Because that literally is, it's a mindset shift. It's becoming a different person,
Yeah.
right?
And I also like, because like you've motivated me too, like I think in like a year from now, like I'm hoping to do what you do, help people too.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
like it's impressive what you do, so I'm hoping maybe I can start something like that as well too, where like I'm helping people based off of what I've learned from you. Like I don't know, it's a great feeling, it really is. So,
Yeah. Heck yeah. Because you know what it's like to deal with the same problems, right? Same
oh
with myself.
yeah, and like I saw your recent Instagram clips when your client calls, and I heard me talking on there. Like yeah, like different. I'm wearing different styles of clothing and stuff now. And yeah, I just feel good, and it's like anytime someone sees me, like case in point, like they're like, oh man, like weight's just melting off you right now. I said, yeah, it's the program I'm on.
Yeah.
So
Heck yeah. And
it's definitely worth it. So
yeah, right? And you can't, like, I had this conversation with another client of mine. He's like, you just can't put a price on health. Like, it doesn't matter, right?
no, I agree, and that's what we said when we first met, right? Like I'm 28, man. Like, eventually, I want to have kids and get married and so on and so forth. Like, I was worried about being the burden, you know? Like, I don't want to be the burden for my family where it's like, oh, yeah, we can't do this because dad's not feeling right or something. So, like, I want to be that parent that's involved in like his kids' soccer or hockey or football or whatever they choose to do, coaching, you know, outside, playing with them all the time, going on long bike rides, so on and so forth. So, that's kind of what preemptively motivated me to make the change, even though that's still a ways away. So,
Yeah, right. I hear you. And I think that's like it's refreshing to hear because it's not like you're just losing weight for yourself. You're losing weight literally to be the best version of yourself that you can serve other people, whether family or friends, right?
no, I agree.
Um, and with that, whoever is out there that's watching this right now, if you had to say anything to them, maybe they're on the fence, maybe they're considering the coaching, what would you tell them?
Listen to your gut. And that's what I did. I would see all your posts and all that, and I was like, man, I should just reach out. I should just reach out. And eventually one day I just listened to my gut. And like when I have a gut feelings about something, it tends to be right. And I was just like, you know what? Like, I know it's probably going to cost a little bit of money, but it's going to be worth it in the long run. And I listened to my gut and reached out to you. And like, brother, it's been 2 months and I'm down 31 pounds.
Yeah.
So I'm telling people, like, if there's an inkling and you want to change anything, like just reach out to Lewis. He's willing to help you. Anytime you see him post like a little questionnaire on his Instagram story or something like that, send the message. Cause I can't remember who said in one of your other videos, like you're quick to respond, man. And like I was pretty nervous about sending you the message, but like I'm so glad I did.
Yeah.
So
Heck yeah, man. And I'm glad you did not only to, help yourself, but literally come on today and talk about your experience and help other people because it's not just losing weight for yourself, it's showing what's possible, showing what's out there because like our past conversation for the past 20 minutes, you were someone who never took their like health that seriously. Like you tried different things, but you never been able to see the results that you have
no.
now, right?
And like I guess another thing I've learned from this program is like healthier coping mechanisms, you know, because I remember that was one of the things I brought up to you was like I ate because like I was dealing with emotions. So if like I was, pardon my language, but angry or pissed off, like because of something that happened at work, what would I do? Eat. If I was down about something, I'd eat. If I was happy because something went well, you ate to celebrate, you know, like food was for like my therapy.
Yeah.
And like now it's not, you know what I mean? Like I've completely changed my mindset. And it's like I understand that food's fuel, you know? Like, okay, you can have a drink here and there with your friends when you're going out and doing something, yada, yada, yada. But like, don't be overboard with it. Food for like, don't use it to cope with emotions or to celebrate things. Like, be mindful of that. Use it as fuel to power your body. And then your body does all the other stuff. So,
Yeah. Heck yeah. And, you know, with the food as fuel, it's literally changing your muscles. It's changing
mm,
your physique as well, right? That's a big importance. You're like, people can lose weight, as you know, they just not eat carbs or do something kind of dumb. And then they don't
yeah.
really get the results that they want at the end of it, right?
Or
So,
do the thing I did, which was, oh yeah, I burnt 2,000 calories today, so that means I can eat 2,000 calories guaranteed, and then you eat another 2,000 on top of it, and it's just like, well, I've actually eaten 4,000 calories today, and it's like, wait, why is my weight the same, or why did I gain a pound? So,
yeah, yeah. And before you know it, it's not even like that single day. It's like 2 years later, and you're like, okay, how long have I been actually doing that, right? How long have I
oh,
been in that
well, it's
cycle?
like it's hilarious that you brought that up because I was actually thinking about that to myself like a couple days ago. I can't remember where I was, and like I just got into like my head, and, like in a good way, where I was
Mhm.
like kind of like reminiscing. I'm pretty sure it was the day I hit 30 pounds lost, so which would have been 2 days, no, yesterday. Yeah, so it would have been yesterday when I hit 30 pounds lost. And I was just thinking, like, I wonder beforehand how many calories I was eating in a day. Because at this point, like, you got me eating anywhere between 21 to 2350 a day. And
Mhm.
I normally keep it around the 2150 mark, is what, and like, I'm satisfied. I'm full. I'm not hungry. So it's just like, I was kind of mind blown knowing that, like, man, I was probably eating like 4 or 5 thousand calories a day unbeknownst to me and just like stuffing my face and like the more it's just wild. It's wild to think of how things change. Like now it's 2,100 calories and I'm satisfied. And I'm sure when I get into the maintenance phase when I'm building muscles, I'll probably be up to like 3,000 calories. But yeah, like I thought about that 2 days ago where I was like, I must have been eating like close to 5,000 calories a day. Because like you think about it, right? Like you go and get a Baconator, like a large fry and like a Coke, not a Diet Coke. That's probably like 3,000 calories right there in that one meal. And if you did that at lunch, you still have dinner later.
Yeah, yeah. It's crazy you said Baconator because that used to be my go-to.
Oh, I love them. I love them.
I,
I haven't had one in a long time, but they are delicious.
yeah,
So
yeah. I hear you. Maybe another planned cheat day at the end of the program or something.
no,
But
that's Five Guys, brother.
Five
I
Guys,
will.
okay.
I still stand on my grave with Five
Five
Guys is
Guys,
the best burger out there.
okay.
So, like I said, when I hit 220 that weekend after, I'm going. I've already made the plan because I worked at a Five Guys for 5 years when I was in high school, and then like first year university.
Mhm.
You go like 10 minutes after 11 a.m. because the grill's nice and clean. No one's been there yet. You order your burger, and it's going to be the best burger you've ever had.
Heck yeah, heck yeah. I love it. I
Yeah,
can't wait. I gotta see some photos. And another thing too, like I told you before, is like you could still go to Five Guys now and get
yeah.
like a different burger. But if you want like the high calorie option, then obviously, like a planned cheat day is where it's at, right? So
Yeah, and
I
that's what
can't
I'm
wait.
doing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. I got 16.8 pounds to go. And then I'm hitting that Five Guys at, I already told my girlfriend, it's going to be like 11:10 in the morning. We're going to be in that Five Guys and I'm getting that burger.
I love it. And
Yeah.
I can't wait. I mean, hey, we're manifesting it. We're going to be circling back to this conversation again in the future.
Yep.
I wanted to ask any kind of final thoughts out there as well to end the conversation.
Just thank you. Like, that's really my only final thought. Like, I feel great. I feel like more mentally locked in. I feel healthier. I'm able to do a lot more now. And I just feel like overall I'm happier and a better person. And I still got 38 pounds. No, sorry, 36 pounds.
That's
I
right.
still have 36 pounds to go to my goal weight. But like I've done 30 pounds in 2 months. So like I'm gonna get there in August. Like there's no doubt in my mind that I'm gonna lose that 36 pounds and be 200, probably even less than 200. I might be sitting closer to like 190 by the time that this program's done. But like, yeah, no, thank you. Like you've just changed my perspective about everything. And it's been a really like great process so far.
Welcome, man. Welcome. And it truly is my pleasure. And I'm glad you're loving it. And I'm glad, you are changing as a person, right? Because I'm talking to a different person that's here today compared to 2, 3 years ago, like you said. So it truly
Oh
is an
yeah.
honor.
Well, it's wild too because like I've seen pictures of myself from like December, man, when I was like out doing like Christmas stuff with my girlfriend. And it's like I can see the difference in my face now from then. And it's like, wow, like that was a huge difference. And like I was telling my mom about it. Like this is mind blowing to me. Um, Probably by August, I'm gonna fit in a large size t-shirt. I like to me, a couple of years ago, I would have never thought of that because I've gotten to the point, brother, where extra large t-shirts now are baggy.
Yeah.
I put on a double XL t-shirt 2 days ago because I was just bumming around my house, right? So I was just like, you know what? Don't have to dress up. I think I was watching like the Sabres game on TV. So
Mm,
I'm like, I'm just gonna bum around in some sweatpants and this double XL t-shirt. It was like a dress. It was huge. I was like, wow, I can't believe I was wearing these and these were tight
yeah.
like two months ago.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. Hey, new wardrobe in August. You got to be fully kitted out by then.
Oh, I agree, man. I got to figure out what kind of sense of style I'm going to be doing because at that point I'll start planning for the fall, but let's not rush the nice weather yet. So,
Yeah, true, true. But yeah, I want to say thank you again, and I'm looking forward to a solid time duration up until August, and even after that, right, with the goals that you set. I can't wait for what the future holds. And hey, Nicholas 2.0, you could say, has
yeah.
arrived and has been present and is putting in the work, right?
Yeah, no, I'm happy with it. And it's still, like I said, a long way to go. And even when I'm done the weight loss part, like I know I'll still be reaching out to you for tips and tricks when it comes to like muscle building and maintenance and stuff. And I meant to add that. Like I've been starting to notice even more definition. This morning when I woke up, like I can start to see the tricep muscle even more. And I was like, oh, that's a nice feeling. Wasn't expecting that. So
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah.
yeah.